around, that is trending around now, the Ibanga Ekong, that man in Guinea-Bissau. I think the women involved, they are not satisfied with what their husband has. I mean, the manhood. And the reason why they will not be satisfied is that they have tried so many choices outside. So they've known this one is big, this one is small. They've known that the big one can do this, the small one can do this. The small one can do this, big one can do this. But if they have not tried all other things outside, the little their husband has, if at all it's little or it's big or any kind of size it is, they will be contented and satisfied with it. So it's just a matter of, as you always say, that it's not a matter of being communicating with each other. I'm not yet okay. You're not yet okay. Okay, let's relax and continue again. Because this husband that is underestimating their wives, that maybe my wife cannot do this tie, cannot go this run, cannot go this far, it is a lie. Women can pretend to any extent because they want to satisfy you and they don't want you to see them as being promiscuous. Or maybe you cannot satisfy them. Maybe, women thinks a lot. You might think because you cannot satisfy your wife and maybe you might be doing extra affairs outside, which is not. But because of that, women will not want to come down to you or come out to their husband that I'm not okay. I don't like the way you do me. I don't like the kind of experience I get from you. And it is much better if they can have this kind of conversation during that kind of period. But it is very minute from women that will voice out to say this to their husband, that you are not doing me well. It is very, very minute. Like me now, I used to ask my wife, Alpha, when I finish, who win? Man U or Chelsea? I be Man U, you be Chelsea. So who can win? Say Man U win, I be Chelsea, make I know. If Chelsea win, I'm going to say,
you have to go back. I need to go back. Match.
So if my wife tell me, say, Chelsea win, no, Chelsea win. If Man U I know. So I go know say my striker, my boots, make I go polish everywhere, make everywhere they shine against the next match. So these are questions we need to ask ourselves. I used to have my wife that I beg, if she dey work now, and I know say this night I know they go work, I will tell her that this night we are playing match will happen. No. So from work, prepare her mind towards what will happen. Let her be conscious of what will happen. So it's not as if it will just be a sudden thing like no. So those ties that we are saying that are going around now, it's not for the young or for the adults alone. We are young adults, and most of the people outside there also, nobody wants to agree that they are getting old. Nobody wants to agree. Like me now, I will not agree I'm getting old. Even if you tell me that I'm getting old, I will not want to agree. I want to take that. I want to believe that what I was doing during my 20s, I can still be able to do it now. I might not be able to do 100% of it, but I still believe that I can still do more. So we must always, as I always say, that communication is very important. We should not be shy of ourselves. We should not. As you just said earlier on, that where do we need to adjust ourselves? Where do we need to call ourselves in order? It is not when we want to correct ourselves. Maybe your character is not too good. You talk to me anyhow. You didn't give me food. You come down. You talk. Not only that, in the bedroom, what is happening there? Because if the actions on the bedroom is lacking between husband and wife, it will affect so many things. For instance, I'm not scared to go on vacation to maybe anywhere. I know that nothing will happen. But there are some wives that their husband cannot leave them for a minute. Even the husband knows. And there are some husbands, the wife also cannot leave for a minute, which they both know. So when they are going, then the husband is going for vacation, he must go with the wife. Because if he doesn't go with the wife, there is 100% probability that he's going to meet another woman out there, because he cannot just wait. He cannot just do without it. So we need to know ourselves, as you said earlier. But that one at the side, what prompted this woman to this action? I don't know, maybe people can blame the man also that he knows that these women are also married. They are also married women out there. And he doesn't even think it twice to meeting them just for their satisfaction. That's an aside. But the women at this period of time, what's happening? What's happening? What's the major problem? Is it just that insatisfaction from the husband, or there's other motive that we don't know about?
There is more to it, Bayo. Let's be honest with ourselves. There is more to it. There are many things that happen behind closed doors that we cannot explain outside. There are many things that happens in the home. Take, for example, a man who gets married and leave the wife and is running around for political affairs. We all know that there are works that will not allow you stay behind. There are works that will not even allow you. When a man is chasing money, you can't chase two things and get it at a time. You either leave one. You either leave your marriage at a risk and chase money, or you leave money at a comfortable rate. Manage what you can have, manage what you can get, and focus some other energy on your home. Yeah. When we talk about marriage, it goes beyond affection. The two genders are involved. Yeah. A man and a woman. And you might be thinking, oh, being a man, in the idea of I'm a man, I should be the one to have a say. I should be the one to love sex most. I should be the one to initiate, and I should be the one to discuss about it. No. Women are also human beings. Yeah. Blood and water run through veins and body. But the normal truth of it is just that when things happen, we shouldn't just blame people. Yeah. Like what you were saying. Yeah. Now, the truth is, there are things that has happened that we are not aware of. These are women that belongs to people's home. These are people's wife. People's wife. These are people's family. And they are
people's mother.
Nakedness.
People's sister.
Flaunting all around social media. And the bitter truth of it is just that if human beings should forget things, social media doesn't forget.
That's it.
Social media
once it's there, it's there.
So the stain will forever be there.
Come on.
And the headache will not be only on those parties that are involved, but the children that they are producing. Take, for example, if a child of one of them comes out to become to take up a political post or take up a post that is so significant in the society, do you know that his opponent can counter him or her, stating that, oh, well, you know, the one that comes from an indisciplined home,
a scandalous family.
So in a situation like that, there are things that could be better discussed within the home in an adult way, and you can find a lasting solution to it. If a man should meet with you and tell you, oh, my wife is not satisfied, you should be able to ask the man, how long are you going? What are the things you are doing? It is not advisable you have sex and you die on it. No, there should be a limit. And if you know your capacity and you know, oh, you can't go more than just one round, you can't go more than just 2 rounds, do something that will make your sex life more impactful, more meaningful in the other room. What am I trying to say? Not just jump on a woman and start saying, oh, it's time, let's quickly do it. No, there are things you can actually bring up. There are things you can initiate that could make the woman. If you look at these women, there is something that is making many of them to be running after this woman, this man. People are saying it's sham, is something native, is something diabolic, but looking from other side, there might be something this man is doing that their husbands are not doing. Because if a woman is just so uncorrectional to the extent that she doesn't care, these were people that were looking at the camera, they were looking at the video, they were not blindfolded.
Yeah, they know that everything is on record. Yeah.
Could what's it called? What's it called? Could Sham be able to capture 400 women
at the same time?
And at the same time,
serially,
and this man was doing it. This man was doing it, and he was recording these people. He was recording these people. Yeah. So sex is organized by God, and the truth is, it is meant to be for the married ones. Only if we want to just dance around the bush. It is meant to be legally for a man and a woman, not a boy and a girl. We make mistake while we were growing up. We make mistake why things were so rough. We make mistake when people were not there to teach us. We make mistake when things were very difficult around. We make mistake when environment were not supporting. But we come to realize that this is meant for a man and a woman that could be able to sit down and discuss it. A woman can, because of perfume, have sex with a man. And a man can, just because of a tender voice of a woman, be chasing the woman all around.
That's it.
So you look for, where do I miss it in my home?
Yeah, that's it.
How do I need to get it right? What are the things I need to do? What do I need to put in together? If you need to see a therapist, if you need to go for a counseling, if you need to see a doctor, you just need to do something to reactivate. Because sex is just like 70% in the home.
In fact, to me, sex is 100%.
If there is no sex, many people will believe we decide to be on their own.
100.
They just want to be that bachelor and move on. But once sex is involved, the reason why people are getting married, if you ask many of our generation, they just want to have their 2 kids and that's all. 3 kids, that's all.
You will notice that those women, they are happy doing what they are doing. So that means some people, what give them happiness is sex. Some people, maybe the wife or the husband, what makes him or her happy in the home is give him or her good sex. Then it's going to be happy with you. But with that, the home might be another thing.
No, you can't expect a woman to get to a working place while they were discussing women things and having women discussion, and she was the only one lacking behind. How will she feel? And you say you are pumping money into her account, where other men are pumping their wife on their bed every night.
That makes me remember that when I was back home, when we get to the office, when the married women, when they come into the office at times, you will see them in a happy mood, just natural happy mood, greeting everybody. Hello, how are you? Flaunting their hands, waving their heads. The next thing my boss will say, hey, well done, Harry. Your husband did it well last night. The mature woman also will respond, Oga, last night was sweet. Last night was this. You can see the aftermath of the reaction that happened during the course of the night. It also reflected while in the office. That means all through the day, she's going to be happy doing her job, happy attending to her customers. Everyone is going to be happy around her. It means a lot to individual, but we need to talk it out. Am I doing it well? Is it satisfactory to you? If it's not, let's find a way around it.
There is no big deal if a man and a woman, husband and wife, call themselves together to discuss about their sex.
But people shy about it.
And the moment they begin to shy about it, there is a problem ahead.
Yeah, that's it.
Because once you discuss a particular issue, you look forward to a solution. And at the moment of looking forward to a solution, you are trying to reactivate the love of the home. Now, reactivating the love of the home, there are some ingredients you have to add. And the sex has grown beyond ingredients alone. People don't just married because, as a bro in the church, or as a brother that you are doing fine in your working place, or as a young man that you are looking very good and you have something, a little cash. You don't want to be messing up around. You don't want to waste your own time. You just want to maintain it. Have a futuristic wife and have a goal to achieve ahead of the whole time. Not that you just want to waste the whole life. Now, these are things that should be discussed. And most of the time, it is not the fault of some women. Some women have discussed it at home. But, men at times, we didn't always read lines. We don't always see actions.
Yeah, don't pay full attention.
We don't pay full attention, thank you, to things that our women communicate to us. Most of the time, when they are not satisfied, they say it. And do you know that these are things that could be discussed? Even before you had the whole show, you can discuss it. how do you want this thing to always be?
Mm.
Should we try something new?
Something new. That's it.
Should we do something
new
crazy?
new positions? Yeah.
There was this my friend when I was in Nigeria. He's married, but he used to tell me that he's not the type that loves someone who is not crazy. He's married.
That's it. Energy must match.
He said until when his wife get to realize that I'm this crazy, funny sex type, that was when the home start enjoying a full light. Then I asked why. He said sometimes they can just be driving, and when it's dark, his wife could just tell him that, oh, can we just park at the side and quickly have something quick in our car? That even the wife now is now more
more crazy.
So I was not like, how do you manage all these things?
In that sense, the book where the husband writes, now the wife read them. You come more understand the book past the writer.
Now, he said to me that his wife doesn't know his salary details, his salary pay. He doesn't know anything around his money. That the moment the wife discovered that, oh, this is what makes my husband to always want to be the right man that I've always dreamed of. And she succumbed to whatever the man wants. You just need to work things out.
Yeah.
We can't keep messing up our image outside. Now, the man, I don't even pity the man, I don't pity the woman. I only pity the family they bear those names together.
That's it.
I pity the children that comes out from those homes.
Yeah.
And I pity the future of those children. The maximum of what we can see is that man. He's rich, he's influential, he's capable as a man, and he display his whole nonsense outside. But the truth of the whole case is just that. Is there any lesson to be learned? There are thousands of lessons to be learned.
For those people who want to learn something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We just have to call ourselves back. Where do they miss it? It might be due to communication. It might be due to, oh, they are very shy to express how their feelings is in the other room to each other.
All right.
So that is just it.
Well discussed, well talked about. People, audience out there. So that's it. So well discussed, well talked about. There are lessons to learn about it. Don't just watch and just hear about it and just read the news just like that. Pick the lesson you need to learn from the news and just also adjust yourself, adjust your home, and adjust your family. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.